What by how? Discipline over default. So what is it? We define discipline driven, which is this above the line behavior concept, made popular by the Above the Line book by Urban Meyer. Uh, he did work with Tim and Brian Kite, Focus 3, and Daily Discipline. So if you've heard of any of those, that's where this idea comes from. So when you put it all together, discipline driven, choosing in the right direction of our target at the highest level of effort. So that encompasses the intention, the purpose, and the skill. And we'll get into that in the next slide. So our quick soundbite for players, we want them to respond, not react. And then our visual here, this above the line concept. So there's a line in each behavior standard, and anything that meets or exceeds that would be above the line behavior, and anything underneath that standard would be our default driven, because it's not up to the standard of behavior that we want to see in our culture. So default driven, choosing impulse instead of choosing intention. And when you're impulsive, typically that choice is an autopilot choice. You're not choosing on purpose. And then we talk about the highest level of effort or the highest level of skill that you currently possess. Resistance to that would be the impulse to give less than your best. So why is this idea important? The only way to get where you want to go, whether you're a player, you're a coach, you're a doctor, you're a school teacher, if you have an ideal version of you, the only way to get there is with intention. So making the right choice, the on path choice, choosing to get on path towards that destination. On purpose is your right direction. So choosing towards that best version of you, towards that ideal target, towards that goal that you want to accomplish. And then the highest level of current skill, that highest level of effort that we talked about, is the speed that you're going to get there. So if you're giving less than your best, you're slowing down. And if you're giving that intentional level of skill and effort, you're going at the fastest speed possible to get to your destination. You're pushing, you're striving, you're outside of that comfort zone. And that's what's going to get you there the fastest. So that's your speed parallel. And then how do we apply this? We want to do something like a daily audit. So we tell our players, for example, to take 3 days out of a week and write down and timestamp what they're doing, what they're eating, when they're sleeping, when they're practicing, when they're in the weight room, when they're playing video games, when they're talking on the phone. Any daily behavior that happens, write it down. This is going to give us an idea of where you spend your time as an athlete. And then with that information, we can start cutting things out. So the easiest way to make strides and to get a little bit better is to use elimination first. So Mark Baker, for example, has this quote that you don't want to spray your life with perfume. You want to cut out the crap first. So cut out the crap, don't spray the crap with perfume. And a lot of the toys and gadgets and tech and all that stuff is designed to kind of spray perfume at something that's not optimal. So what we want to do is start eliminating stuff first. Or let's say if you're playing video games after your junior hockey practice for 3 hours, how can we get that down to 90 minutes and then take that 90 minutes that you gained and make it a more productive 90 minutes towards getting to that best version of you, that future goal. So auditing your day is a really important application that you can try. It's pretty eye-opening and it yields results. So that's what we choose to do. That's one way to apply